I'm Sue Elliott.
And I'm Ed Holen. Welcome to this week's edition of the Olympia Insider. And I must admit, before we go further, I hope that you get a shot of this big money that I'm standing next to. I don't think I've ever held a $100 bill in my hand, much less stand next to a $100 costume that Sue is wearing.
Well, we did this today because everything is about the budget right now. We had the House pass their budget, the Senate passed their budget. They're now in negotiations, and there's only like a couple of weeks before the session's over. So we wanted to make it dramatic so you all know that you have to pay attention to the budget.
And that's one of the things the legislature has to do this session, is to pass the supplemental budget, both for the operating side, that's money to fund services and supports, as well as the capital side, which is money to build buildings, repair schools, and so forth. So let's hear what a couple of our advocates had to say about the operating and the capital budget.
Well, the budget this year has been difficult because it's a supplemental budget, so they're just trying to make fixes to last year's budget. But in the process of doing that, they are trying to comply with some requirements from CMS, the Center for Medicaid and Medicare. And in doing so, they have put over $22 million into funding for the RHCs, the Residential Rehabilitation Centers. And unfortunately, they only put about $2 million into the community. So we've got $22 million to serve 700 people and $2 million to serve over 44,000 people. So we were able to get in the House budget through a lot of advocacy, got them to include money for parent-to-parent program, as well as a new pot of money to increase some openings on the individual and family services waiver, which will really help some families in the community. So today we're going to be asking the budget negotiators for the five corners, the Senate, the House, Republicans and Democrats, and then the governor, to include three things for the developmental disabilities community. We want, first of all, the 47 people who have been wanting to move out of the RHCs and haven't been able to. They are funded in both budgets to move out to the community. We also have the parent-to-parent program that we're asking to be funded, and then the new money for the IFS waiver slots. So we're hoping that we'll get this. We've only got a week and a half left before this budget will be finalized, so we hope to get everything that we're asking for. It's not much, but it's something for this year.
Well, in the capital budget, we have at least $2.2 million going for community living, for housing, and we have $7 million going out to institutions, the RHCs, and for a new laundry room, for a new nursing center, but it's like, really, institutions aren't right for us.
It's now more important than ever that you let your legislators know what you like and what you don't like in the operating budget and in the capital budget.
And to give you a hint, we might ask that you focus particularly on the funding in the budget to expand the parent-to-parent program, which matches young parents with more experienced parents, as well as additional money in the budget for people to move on to the IFS waiver.
And then one of the things I know that we've all been supportive of, and that's moving the 47 people that want to move from our state institutions into the community.
So if any of these issues are important to you, now's a great time to get your voice into the mix. Send an email, make a phone call, come down and visit. Next Wednesday is the last advocacy day for this session, so it's never too late to get your voice into the process.
And don't let them pass the buck.
Okay, and remember...